Lawmakers on Capitol Hill pushing to regulate trampoline parks amid mounting concern over their risks. There have been several deaths since 2012, and as Meg Oliver reports, the government says emergency room visits associated with the parks increased 600% over a 5-year period.
Jason Freewald is facing months of rehabilitation. He ruptured both of the patellar tendons in his knees after jumping into this foam pit at the Get Air trampoline park near Chicago.
I can't describe it. It was one of the most painful things I've ever had.
Less than an hour after an ambulance took Freewald to the hospital, we arrived at the same park with trampoline expert Don McPherson.
Having this trampoline here next to a wall, how dangerous is that?
Dangerous. You'll get a brain bleed from hitting this.
Nice vault, Webster.
McPherson has coached elite gymnasts for more than 40 years and testified in hundreds of plaintiff cases against trampoline parks.
What kind of injuries do these cases involve?
2 broken necks, half a dozen open tib-fib fractures, a couple broken ankles, couple open fractured elbows.
With the broken necks, are we talking quadriplegics?
Yes.
I was horrified as a parent, not to mention a public official.
Senator Richard Blumenthal is sponsoring legislation to hold businesses accountable for injuries occurring inside trampoline parks. In many cases, visitors sign waivers like this one with forced arbitration clauses, meaning they give up the right to take their cases to court.
Trampoline parks want to avoid justice. They want to rig the system against anyone who is injured, who may assert claims against them.
Are they trying to hide the number of deaths and injuries?
They're trying to hide individual deaths, the total number, everything about these injuries that may cast them in a bad light.
Freewald signed one of those waivers to enter the Get Air trampoline park.
When you go to places like this, you sort of trust in the fact that things are safe.
Boy, that looked incredibly painful. The park where Freewald was hurt is yet to comment on the situation, but the world's largest trampoline park company says that with any sport there are risks, but they are committed to safety.